G'day guys, so hope you're having a good day so far. I'm just going to talk to you today about the biggest problem everybody has. So the biggest problem everybody has, basically, from what I've gathered talking to you and other people in the group and everything else, is they say, how do I find a winning product? Or how do I find the winning product? Or how do I test the winning product, right? So unlike a lot of people, I've been lucky to have, I started a niche store without testing ever when I started out, and it still to this day. So I was lucky there, but most people aren't that lucky. So you've got to test different niches. So if you think about it from a standpoint of, common sense, it's better to start start testing different niches instead of just choosing one, unless you're really dedicated to one niche. So the biggest problem, like one of my friends recently, one of my clients actually, he was basically lost and had success in the past, but couldn't get success now. So what we did is I suggested that we try, test all these different products, but don't just go around individually testing them, but rather using, catalogs, okay, and sending traffic to the catalog which has like 10 products on there. So instead of you having to individually make 10 ads, you'd send to a catalog or a category that has 10 products, right? And then just say you're selling the cat niche, he would have 10 different products. There could be print on demand, it could be jewelry from AliExpress, it could be something from eBay, it could be custom merch, or customized jewelry from Etsy or something like that, a whole mix, right? So think about this. Instead of you putting up 10 ads and launching 10 products to test them, right? You could have one catalog with, let's say, 5 or 10 or 15 products, and then all you do is create a slideshow video ad of all the products, okay? So one ad, 10 products or 5 products in the video, and then you send the traffic directly to a catalog, not an individual product. So think about this. You one ad, so one video ad, okay, and you were testing 10 products at once. So it's 10 times faster, and it might sound like, broad. Some people think you have to send a product, but for me personally, with my funnels, like my Shopify stores, I set as funnels. I don't send straight to a product. It gets higher conversion on a funnel. So if you set up a catalog like a little bit like a funnel, like with social proof and stuff, it will actually convert better for you. And plus, you aren't doing the hard yards of launching 10 different products, and then you might have 10 different targeting, 10 different audiences. It's a whole bunch of crap. So long story short, one of my friends who did this, and we helped him out with it, he was lost, couldn't find anything else, came to me for guidance. I suggested to use this tactic, and basically what happened was he was worried that he was going to test it and try and it was going to fail, okay? But luckily he tested it, tried it, and then it took off. And then basically amongst the 10 products, found the one winner, and two winners. So basically what you want to do is just think about this. You're testing 10 products at once, okay? And some people will even add to cart 3 products and buy 3 at once. So you get a bigger average order value too, which is pretty cool. So before we get going here, I'm going to show you the strategy that you can follow. And if you're sitting at home right now watching this, do myself and myself and yourself a favor. Take a notepad, take screenshots of this, and do the work, because there's a big problem we're having right now, and a lot of people that I know in the big group and my friends and everything else, people have this misconception that knowledge is power, right? And it is power, but it's potential power. If you don't use it, it's useless. So rather than being on a hunt for more knowledge and more wisdom, right, be on a hunt for wisdom and knowledge, but then implement. Does that make sense? There's no point of having like stacks of information and courses and books and crap if you're not using it. If you're using this much of it and you're learning this much of it, it's a waste. So execute on what I'm teaching you. Stick to it. If it doesn't work straight away, that's okay. Okay, you've got to keep sticking to it, and nothing works straight away. So I'm making this video not just for people who are starting out, who are having troubles, but also for people that are at a bigger level, a higher level, and they're still in the old way of testing one product at a time and stuck. Okay, so you need to understand this. You need to work smart, not hard. So you can test 10 products at once. Okay, it's going to save you loads of work, and you can make more money doing this, but it's going to be tricky. So just bear with me and stick with it. So the first thing I want to talk about is no excuses. Okay, a lot of people are having excuses. When I first started out, I had a lot of excuses, and I was blaming people, and I was thinking I was doing the work, but I really wasn't, and I'm sure you've been there too. So we've all been there. So just remember, no excuses. Do the work, do everything, 100% of it, because if you don't do everything, you're not going to get everything. You're not going to get all the results. So why go for 5% of the results when you can go for 100% of them, right? Simple logic. So no excuses. Now with this strategy here, remember this. You're going to be setting up categories on your site, okay, categories. So instead of you sending to one product at a time and going, oh, what niche or where do I sell? You're going to be supercharged. So remember, you want to have anywhere from 5 to 10 different catalogs, okay, as tests. So as you see here, the first one will be the cat test, okay? So let's just, this is not, you don't have to sell cat products, right? But basically what you'll be doing is instead of you having a cat niche store, if you want to test cat niche or dog niche, whatever else, okay, you would have 10 products on a catalog, and you might have on that AliExpress jewelry, you know, AliExpress t-shirt, you might have print on demand, you might have some stuff from Etsy. Just think of a mix. So $20 products, $15 products, $30 products. You could try blankets, you could try shoes, anything. But the principle is here is you aren't building a whole entire store around this particular product. Whatever it is, you're creating a category, okay? And then you're sending traffic to the category. So, does that make sense? So the catalog. This is just an example. So the next thing could be like consumer technology. So you know, the Fitbits from AliExpress. It could be the wearable technology watches. It could be mobile phone chargers. It could be mobile. What's the other one's called? Oh, there's a new one called the spy camera for the phone. It's an iPhone phone charger with a spy camera. You should look it up as well. It's a pretty good product apparently. I've seen it selling big. So on that, then you can have here 5 to 10 products that you're testing. So once again, you're targeting these keywords on Facebook, these interests, and you're not wasting your time launching a million products and going, what am I doing? So, okay, you don't know what's going to sell and you don't know your niche. Before you commence on your Instagram business and try and build this brand, I would first do this, because if you can find a great niche that works for you using this strategy, then you can invest into getting influencers to take professional photography using your products. Okay, influencers and models, making videos, reviewing your product. Then you can market that on Facebook with your retargeting or as your main ads. Does that make sense? So before you build your brand, or even if you've got a brand, if you want to find new products, this method is going to cut your learning curve in half. So instead of spending 10 months trying and failing, you can literally just get 10 times more tests done, 10 times faster. Okay. All right. So if you see here as well, we've got the opt-in. So what I would suggest as well, if you haven't got one, you can get one from Upwork. You can hire a coder. And what I would suggest on your catalog, instead of just having the catalog or the category with just the products, I would get an opt-in form at the bottom that offers a discount, okay? And then you have your autoresponder send them a discount. So if people scroll through and don't decide to buy and they see an opt-in, you're going to get leads, so you're going to get emails, and secondly, people will buy if there's a discount. It increases your conversion rate a lot, okay? So you can get that coded. It sounds fancy and hard. It's not hard. I have a program. If you get stuck, you come ask me. It's really cheap, and he can do it for you. And basically, what it's going to do is people that click on your ad, you don't want them to click and go, oh, I don't want to buy enough and see you later. They might check it out, and then they might opt in. You get an email so that you can email them later, or send them a discount and get a sale, okay? So moving on. So the next thing would be like canvas art, okay? So canvas art is basically, you can find them at AliExpress. You can find print-on-demand ones in America. Canvas art is actually selling really well now, okay? It's a really good niche, high ticket. So once again, you can have your general store, any store at all, have categories, have 5 to 10 categories, have approximately 7 or 10 products per category, okay? And so that you're doing like a superpower test, right? While everyone else is out testing one product, testing one ad, testing one audience, you're getting mass testing happening, okay? You're reaching a lot of people. Now, when you do this, what's going to happen, and the reason for that is because the 80-20 rule, about 20% of the products you sell are actually going to sell, the rest of them won't sell, or they'll barely sell, okay? I'm sure you've understood that. So the whole point of this is you want to be, let's just say that you did 5 tests, right? That would mean that you've tested 50 products from 5 ads versus doing 50 products, 50 ads individually. That's 100 ads. Is it? No, sorry, yeah, 100 forms of work, right? So that's a lot of work. Now, if you think about it too, so the objective here with this is you want to be getting 10 times more tests done, 10 times faster. Okay? So if you calculate it, if you've got 10 products per category, okay, and you've got 10 going, alright, and then 10 product videos, okay, you're going to get 10 times more product tests done, 10 times faster. And what you're looking for in this is you're looking for products that have that thing where they completely just outsell everything else. You'll get 1 or 2 products out of all these tests that's going to make you a lot of money. Okay? And if it's not making you a lot of money, either your pricing's wrong or you're testing bad products and bad targeting. So we're going to get to that on the next slide, okay? So remember that. Okay, so remember this. No excuses. 5 to 10 catalogs of categories, okay? Approximately 7 to 10 products per thing. You can test all different niches. You could have, butterfly niche, horse niche, cat niche, or you could have dog niche, and then you can have consumer technology, phone cases. You can test literally anything. That's really cool, right? So anyway, we'll get moving on here. Alright, cool. So what we're going to talk about here is Facebook ads, and the reason I want to talk about this is because there's a lot of you could say, false information going around, and I've luckily been taught by some of the best Facebook marketers in the world, okay? People that have made upwards of $5 million a month, etc. I've invested tens of thousands into the education and learning and coaching, so I have a lot of knowledge, and have also generated nearly $2 million online. And all my students and clients together, some of them people have helped generate over $1 million a month. So I've got a lot of experience in this. So basically, I want to talk about targeting, and a lot of people say to me, "I can't find a winning product." Okay, I'm sure you've been through this too. Or I can't get an add to cart, or it's costing me $50 to get one sale. Right? And the problem with that is usually the two things, mainly. It's product or targeting. It's really, really important. Okay? If you have one of them off, it's not going to work. So we'll get going on here. So basically, when you start off, as you can see here, if you have 0 to 50 purchase conversions, this is what I would call ponds. Okay? So with ponds, as you can see, I've written narrow here, you want to narrow down the targeting. So if you're not aware with how to narrow down, when you type your interest in, let's say it's beauty or fitness, okay? You would write beauty as your main interest, and then below that it will say narrow down. You would select narrow down, and then you would also select beauty or people who work in beauty. So beauticians or something like that, or somebody who works in cosmetics. So if you check through Facebook, there's interests, there's behaviours, and there's also occupations, as you know. There's many other things too. So you want to, let's just say for example, you would go beauty as a broad interest, narrow down beauty as a job, as an occupation. Does that make sense? So that's called narrowing down, and you want to look for audiences roughly 50 to 500k. Now, you can sometimes strike a lucky product that starts big, but if you're at this level here and you have 0 to 50 purchases on your Facebook ads account and business, the big audiences aren't going to work. Okay, so you understand it's all stages, like anything in life. Building a house, or building your career up, or become whatever it is. It's stages. You can't just jump into the deep end and become, no interest targeting. It's not going to work. So remember that. 0 to 50 purchases, you want to look at it as ponds. Audience sizes, 50 to 500k. Okay? They're probably going to work best for you. Any bigger, that's a bit rough, because you basically, your ad account doesn't know what your ideal clients look like yet, your pixel, your ad account, whatever you want to call it. And you need to have it specifically targeted, because otherwise you're not going to probably make any profit. So once you've had past 50 purchases, I would then look towards the dams, right? So I call them ponds, dams, lakes, and oceans. So with the dams, it's like, okay, you've had 50 purchases and you're in a beauty niche, okay? You could then start testing just straight beauty interests. So one interest beauty, or one interest cosmetics. Does that make sense? Or if you're in the fishing niche, you would say, fishing is the main interest, and then you might have a fishing brand. Narrow it down with a fishing brand, okay? So with here, dams would be 50 to 500 purchases, right? So the reason that I say that is because the more data you get with Facebook, the better it works, and then the broader you can target, okay? So you've got to just remember it's all in stages. You would only want to look for probably around 500 to 2 million audiences here. That's the sort of level you want to go to, okay? So once you've had 50 to 500 purchases, then I would look towards the lakes, which is lookalike audiences, etc. So if you're not aware what a lookalike audience is, if you rewind a little bit here, stage 2, once you've had 500 people view one of your products, your winning product, you can create a view content lookalike audience, okay? So let's just say that you sell, a makeup brush, right? And 500 people have clicked on that product and it's selling really well. You can go into Facebook Ads Manager, create custom audience, create custom lookalike audience, and then you would paste the product, the link to that specific winning product in there, and create a lookalike audience of view content. So people who have viewed that content, okay? This is where it gets interesting. But remember, 500 view contents, it's going to be okay. Once you have about 1,000, there's more data. So remember, about 500 view contents to make a view content lookalike. Purchase 1% lookalike. You want to have anywhere from 500 to 1,000 minimum purchases till it starts to really work. That's just how Facebook works, right? So once you start getting to this point here, 2 million to 5 million, it can be more, but I'm just giving you a rough, guide here. When you get to this stage here, this is where you start to make your real money. You get a lot better ROI from lookalike audiences than what you do from interest audiences, if you have enough data. Okay, very important. So remember that. And they're going to be around 2 to 5 million. I'm in Australia, so the audiences are smaller. In America, your lookalike might be 30 million or whatever. Okay, I'm in Australia, so it's a smaller country. Okay, that's my example. So moving on, once you get past that stage here, so I'll just fix that up for a second. Just add that here. So remember this, once you have 500 to 1,000 purchases, that's when your 1% purchase lookalike audience works the best. So you update your email list from your previous buyers into Facebook and it creates a lookalike audience of them. I'm sure many of you are aware of this, but understand the levels, because if you're not working by the diagram here and you're starting too early, it's not going to work. So remember that. So the final part, and this is where you start to scale to 6 and maybe 7 figures a month, is the oceans. So once you've had over 1,000 purchases, right, you can basically you can test targeting with no interests. Basically just putting an ad up, putting your winning product up with no targeting, and Facebook will work for you. Okay, so it works really well. Another thing you want to do is have all your lookalike audiences, but also, I don't personally do it with my products. I have a few stores going, but my main one's mainly Australia, okay? You want to be testing different countries. So some of my friends and clients and people or partnerships I'm into sell well in the UK, some people sell well in Germany, the Netherlands is really good too. Once you get to here, you also want to do lakes. You want to test the lookalike audiences worldwide, not worldwide in total, but worldwide as in Canada, UK, USA, Germany, Netherlands. Choose English speaking. But remember this, we work it in stages. And the oceans here, you can just have no targeting basically, no targeting, just your age range. If your buyers are 25 to 35 mainly, just make it 25 to 35, okay? Also check out your placements in your ads manager. If audience network or Instagram isn't positive for your ROI, turn them off and only run Facebook. So remember, no interest targeting and all lookalike audiences. So you can have lookalike audiences, you can have view content lookalike audience, you can have 1% purchase lookalike audience. The trick is to exclude them though, because they will overlap. Okay, so I'm going to show you something quickly. So yeah, take it all in because it's really important that you understand these things. Another thing is when you're doing all this, even from the start, most people only run one ad set per campaign, or they run too many and it overlaps and ruins the campaign performance. So you need to run, this is what I've learned and this is what I do, is to run 2 ad sets per campaign, but you should try and run different ads. Because sometimes, I don't know if it's Facebook or whatever it is, but basically you want to be reaching 2 times the amount of people. So instead of just having one ad set and doubling the budget, you can have another ad set exactly the same, right? Same budget, but a different ad creative, so different product image, different background. It could be a video and one's an image. Just have a variation, okay? Because not only will you have 2 ad sets running, which means you're reaching, let's say, 100,000 people a day, you could be reaching 200,000 people a day. So you double your reach instantly, yeah? But if you double the budget on one ad set, your CPM might go too high and then you're going to spend too much money. So remember this, 2 ad sets per campaign, okay? And you want to have 2 ad creatives. So one might be a video, one might be a post, okay? Or one might be a canvas ad, one might be a catalog ad or a DP ad, right? Really important. And also another thing that's important about that is not everybody responds to the same ad. So you might have a picture of a girl holding your product or a necklace that you're selling and the person's wearing it, yeah? But then some people might not buy from that ad, okay? But if you have a video of the ad, the same thing, just a different style of ad, some people will convert on that. So there's different forms of people. Some people convert well on sales text, you know, urgency and scarcity, etc. And then there's other people that are fearful types. They might convert better with social proof. Does that make sense? So like, if me and you went somewhere or went to buy a car or a house or whatever it is, me and you would get converted, like we would buy based upon different things. So I might buy upon, you know, I want to buy this house in case someone else buys it, I don't want to miss out. You might buy it because you see the value in it. Does that make sense? There's all these different little psychological drivers that make us buy. So with your 2 different ad sets, you want to do different strategies. So a little bit different text, a little bit different ad style. And the people don't convert on the first ad, the next time they see them, if it's a different ad, they might convert them. Different people convert on different ads. It's been proven, okay? Just going to show you something here. So there's another way that you can do your ads as well. I'm currently using AutoBid, some manual, and we're going to budgets up and then we run 2 high budget ads, right? There's actually a few scaling methods, but this is what's working at the moment, right? So some people are doing MB, which is manual bid, including myself on some things, but not recently lately, okay? And you want to run 2 ad sets, okay? So manual bid times 2 per campaign, or you might go so you would start off, this is a different strategy, manual bid you get 2 ads per campaign, or you can go auto bid and go 2, okay? But then, if this works, instead of increasing the budgets vertically, you can just duplicate. So duplicate 5 or 10 times. So dupe. And then you will, you know, $5 to $10. Okay, so what would we say 5 at $5, let's say. That makes sense? So you can either do, this is what you can do basically, right? This is what I'm doing. I'm involved in multiple stores and people that I help. So this is what's working. 2 manual bidding ads and you can increase the budgets, okay, as you want to go vertically. Or you can have 2 auto bid ads running and increase them vertically too. 15% a day or 15% every second day. That's what I wouldn't go above that. If you have auto bid and you slowly increase the budgets, it's going to work better and it gives it time to optimize. If you just jump the budgets quickly, you'll make more money, but if your CPM's rising, so if your CPM's $5, okay, and then you double your budget and your CPM goes to $10, you'll be making more revenue, but you're going to be making the same amount of profit or whatever. Does that make sense? So you've essentially doubled the cost per purchase as well as doubling your sales. So you're just the only person you're fooling yourself. Right, and I don't want you to do that. So remember this. Keep an eye on your CPM. Manual bidding works, but you can either scale it aggressively or half-half, okay? I wouldn't scale it too aggressively, lately it's not working. So auto bid, 2 ad sets, increase it vertically, or once it's working, you can, in the same campaign, you can duplicate it 5 to 10 times at $5 per ad set. That's what I would suggest for scaling, okay? But don't try and duplicate it too many times at a high budget. You have to go $5 if it's going to be small. Alright, cool. I was going to lock it up with that. I hope that helps you out, and I'll speak to you soon.